Tomorrow morning, you wake up. You reach for your phone, check the time. Then you look outside and freeze. A massive glowing arch, wider than any mountain range, stretches across the entire sky. Earth has rings. This isn't science fiction. This is your new reality. How do we get rings? The most likely way: we kill the moon. There's an invisible line around every planet called the Roche Limit. Cross it, and you're dead. Not from radiation, not from heat, from gravity itself. Earth's gravity would literally pull the moon apart, piece by piece. Trillions of fragments, rock, ice, dust, all spreading into a vast flat disk around our equator. Or maybe a giant comet wanders too close. It gets captured, shatters. Same result. Either way, the result is a breathtaking structure, thousands of kilometers wide, but perhaps only a few hundred meters thick. Earth would become a beacon in the solar system. But wait, what would we actually see from down here? The first and most profound change is that the sky, our most basic frame of reference, is forever altered, and what you'd see would depend entirely on where you live. If you lived near the equator, in Quito or Nairobi, the rings would appear as a razor-thin, brilliant white line that bisects the entire sky. A celestial tightrope, permanently balanced overhead. But for most of the world, London, Tokyo, Chicago, the view would be spectacular. The rings would dominate the sky as a majestic, impossibly wide arch. Every sunrise and sunset would become an epic event. At the poles, the rings would appear as a low, shimmering wall, a permanent luminous mountain range, fencing in the world. But the real magic, it happens at night. We would never experience true darkness again. The rings, made of highly reflective ice, would catch the sun's light and cast it back onto the night side. This ringshine would illuminate our nights with the brightness of several full moons combined. The stars would fade. Deep sky astronomy, impossible. Nocturnal animals, hopelessly confused. The seasons would take on new meaning. In summer, the rings appear incredibly bright. In winter, darker. And twice a year during the equinoxes, something magical happens. The sun aligns with the ring's razor-thin edge. For a few hours, they vanish completely. The ringshine switches off. True darkness returns. A star-filled night we'd only see twice a year. Beautiful, right? Now here's the problem. This celestial jewelry comes at a terrible price. The rings don't just reflect light, they block it. They cast immense shadows across Earth, most extreme near the equator. Imagine standing in Jakarta at noon. The sun is directly overhead, but you're in twilight. A cold gray half-light that never lifts. This isn't weather. This is permanent. Crops that fed 1 billion people, they need 12 hours of tropical sun. Now they get 6 hours of dim shadow. They can't adapt. They die. And this isn't just Indonesia. It's every equatorial nation on Earth. The breadbaskets of humanity, gone. 3 billion people depend on equatorial agriculture. In 5 years, half would face starvation. This shadow doesn't just kill crops. It kills the lungs of the planet. The Amazon rainforest withers. Global weather patterns collapse. And the cold spreads. The rings block even more of the weak winter sun. Winters become brutal, endless. A new ice age descends. And as if a frozen, starving planet wasn't bad enough, we have one more problem. If the rings formed from our moon, we lose the tides. The strong oceanic tides vanish. The intertidal zone, that rich cradle of life, ceases to exist. It's a mass extinction event, and it gets worse, much worse. Our very development as a species would be different. If we woke up to rings tomorrow, our modern world would grind to a halt. Why? Because the region of space where the rings orbit, low Earth orbit, is exactly where we place thousands of our most critical satellites. A single grain of ice, smaller than a snowflake, traveling at 17,000 miles per hour. It hits a satellite with the force of a hand grenade. Now multiply that by trillions. Every orbit, every second, forever. Space isn't just dangerous anymore. It's a death sentence. Our entire satellite network would be obliterated. No more GPS. No more precise weather forecasting. No more global satellite communications or internet. And worse, space travel becomes impossible. Humans, robots, everything trapped. But step back. Rewind history. What if we never knew anything else? But what if we had evolved with these rings? Our entire history, mythology, and culture would have been shaped by them. The rings wouldn't be a scientific curiosity. They would be divine. The river of heaven, or the God Bridge. Ancient astronomers would have mapped their seasonal changes with religious fervor. The vanishing, at the equinox, would be the most sacred time of year. In the modern world, ring tourism would be the biggest industry on Earth. Our art, our music, our very sense of self would be tied to the glorious, oppressive arch above us. So, what if Earth had rings? It would be a world of unbelievable, staggering beauty, a sight that would inspire awe every single day. We would be the jewel of the solar system, but it would also be a world of profound challenges. A colder, darker, more dangerous world. A world without a moon, without strong tides, and without the stars. A world where we are prisoners. So tonight, when you look up at that empty, familiar sky, that simple, unadorned darkness, remember, we don't have a crown. We don't have a halo. But we have something better. Freedom, a clear path to the stars, and a small, faithful moon that's been lighting our way for 4 billion years. Maybe that's not just beautiful. Maybe that's perfect. So, what would you choose? Comment rings or freedom right now. And if this blew your mind, hit subscribe. Because next week, we're killing the moon completely. Until next time, keep looking up.